Today we're going to make these delicious turkey wings. This comes just in time for Thanksgiving. You guys will love this recipe. It's so easy and so delicious. I'm going to use Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning. I'm also going to use some parsley flakes, paprika, black pepper, chicken flavor bouillon powder, garlic powder, onion powder, and I also use some crushed red pepper flakes. Okay, so let's start with our wings. I'm gonna cook 2 wings, okay? I'm not gonna separate them. If you want to do that, now would be a good time to go ahead and separate those wings. You also want to clean and pat them dry. Then add a small amount of oil to coat the wings. We're gonna season them now. So first I'm going to go in with this Creole seasoning. This is salt based, so keep in mind, try not to go too heavy. Then I added some garlic powder, onion powder. Now I'm adding some pepper. Okay, then I'm going to add some paprika, parsley, and rub this all over that wing. Just rub it in. So we're going to flip it over and we're going to repeat those same seasonings. Okay, I'm going to go in with some garlic powder first, onion powder, black pepper, paprika, Creole seasoning, and parsley. Okay, and again, I'm just going to massage those seasonings all over and into the meat. Okay, just rub it really good. And we're going to let this rest. Now let's work on our vegetables. I promise not to be so long on this. We're going to get through this really quick. I'm using 3 garlic cloves. I'm only going to use half of this red and green bell pepper. And then I'm going to use half of the yellow onion. Okay. So when you make yours, go ahead, make sure that you rinse your vegetables, of course. You're going to chop and then you're going to just dice them down. Okay, simple, easy. So let's go ahead and get our quick pot. Okay, if you're using an instant pot, go get that instant pot. You're going to set this to your saute feature. And now we're going to sear our wings. Make sure that you don't skip this step because this is going to add a lot of flavor to your wings. Okay, we want to sear them and get a nice crust on the skin. Okay, so if you separate your drums and flats, this will be easier. Okay, as you can see, this was just a little challenging because this big old wing just did not want to cooperate. So that's why you might want to, separate the drums and flats. This will be easier if you do that. So now we're going to saute the onions, and we want to do this just until they begin to become translucent. Then we're going to add a small amount of water to deglaze the pot. Okay, so add that water in there. Use your spatula, and you want to gently scrape that flavor off the bottom of the pot. As you can see, it's turning nice and brown. Okay, you're going to add those wings back to the pot. And now we're going to begin to, prep it, get ready to pressure cook it. Okay, so I'm sprinkling in some parsley. I'm also using some cracked black pepper and a little crushed red pepper. Okay, then I'm going to add just a little more water. And I'm going to pressure cook this. So you want to pressure cook yours for 30 minutes to an hour, depending on how tender you want your wings. So you can go 30 minutes, but I recommend you go an hour because then they'll be more tender. So after my wings are done, I'm going to release the pressure from the pressure cooker. I'm going to remove these from the pot, and I'm going to go ahead and work on my slurry. So I'm using equal parts cornstarch to water. And I believe I used a teaspoon of cornstarch. And again, that's equal parts water. So that would be a teaspoon of water. So I'm going to mix this up well until that cornstarch is fully dissolved. After that, I'm going to add this to the broth and stir it quickly. So after you add it, don't just let it sit. You want to stir this right away. And your gravy will begin to get thick. Okay, so once your gravy is thick, go ahead and taste it. You can add some chicken flavor bouillon to your broth, and that's going to pump up the flavor. You can also add a little more crushed red pepper for some heat. Okay, just mix it well. Now let's go ahead and let's spread this on top of our wings. These are done. This took no time to make. Okay, this was easy, so flavorful. I'm just going to pour this gravy all over these wings. Do y'all see how good this looks? This was so good. So I hope you guys will try this recipe for the holidays. But comment below, let me know what you think, and I hope to catch y'all in my next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.